I can only hope that in your journey, that you strive to be right here on this stage, giving back to the young people who are going to be following your shoes of greatness. That is the goal. That is the expectation. And I promise you, if you stay the course, you give your all, you will be successful.
She truly displayed the meaning of hard work because she always made a commitment to improve on and off the court. She always made it possible. She was very reliable and always dedicated herself to the team because she was a great asset to have. This last award goes to a player who didn't want to just help and motivate herself, but her teammates as well. She always had a great energy and made those hot days at practice go by just a little faster.
I'm the kind of coach who looks at potential and work ethic. This, Gia Bowden has 1,000 times over. Gia improved greatly into a very reliable all-around player. I could see the growth every day. Never complained, was willing to fill any role, always wanted to get in the game, gave 110% and did it all with a smile on her face. Additionally, this player was a huge value for her energy. She was motivational, always kept the energy high on the court, and she was a natural leader from day one.
As this runner was new to our team and showed incredible endurance and determination. She was present not only physically but mentally, as she would motivate herself at practices, at our meets as well, and through her work she shaved an entire minute off her mile time. Goes to a runner who I don't think I've ever seen frown. She is always present at practice, motivating others, hands down the most optimistic person at meets. So this individual runner was the anchor for our female team. She has shown leadership among our girls, and we definitely made the difference having her. Came to tryouts, he made a point to say that he knew he was not going to be the fastest runner, but he was going to try the hardest. From day one, this runner was fast and he was absolutely born to run. This returning runner has been a leader and supporter of our boys team since I met him in 2012. While still making time for his academics, he would come to practice and focus on his pace, his stride, and especially his mile time. At every practice and every meet, you could see the determination on his face.
But one of the best things as a coach is to see an athlete grow every year, but to understand the potential that they actually do have and to put it to use, not only in games but also in practice. One thing I can say, he really does have the sweetest shot out of everyone in our team. And one of the greatest things about this athlete is that there was no quit, no drive, he didn't complain. He did everything I've ever asked him to and more, and that is something special because this athlete only played 1 year. Or any other athlete than him, just because you expect it, you see it, the potential is there. In his 8th grade year, he became, without a doubt, probably one of the best players I've ever had. She may be small, but I've seen her knock down a lot of people, a lot of girls that are big 8th graders. And I've got plenty of pictures where she's knocking these kids down and she has the meanest look. You know that mom look when you get in trouble? That's the look she's giving these girls when she's knocking them down. Say something about her character when you don't quit, when you don't give up. You come to the next day at practice, you try even harder. things don't work out. You try even harder at the next game, things don't work out. But at the times when the team needed her most, she was there. Anyways, it really does mean a lot to know that, you know, some athletes, they take pride in who they are as a person, and this person's character on and off the field is something to be proud of and something to be admired.
Whether or not he's even going to play this year. I'm very glad that he did, because he amazed us with so many tremendous catches while leading our team in touchdowns. He definitely became an offensive weapon for our team. This goes to a person who has a true passion for the game. Most importantly, playing defense, he loved every second of it. During that first game, while he was playing on defense, he dropped the shoulder and laid probably the biggest hit all year on a player on the opposing team. The most coachable players I've ever had in all my years. Whatever I ask, he does, no questions. He is the only player in Trinity history to play and start on our football team for 4 consecutive years, from the 5th all the way to the 8th grade.
Beast!
That alone is remarkable.
This cheerleader is the much different cheerleader than they were at the beginning of the season. She worked hard at home and at practice and improved tremendously.
She is a leader in all aspects of the word, is always prepared, kind, committed, and above all respectful. This cheerleader was always prepared, always ready and willing to work, and did everything that was asked of her with a smile on her face.
She wasn't afraid to ask questions or take constructive criticism and learn from it. She was focused and a quick learner. There was always positive attitude and a quiet leader. She was dedicated to the sport and hardworking in all areas. She was always willing to help out her teammates in any way. She did whatever she was asked and gave 100% to her team.
Will step in at a moment's notice and will do whatever is asked of her, whether it be fly, base, back spot, or stand in the back. She is a team player and will do whatever it takes to make the team successful.
Is a young lady whose confidence finally took over. She went from being afraid of me changing her position last year to playing any position I asked her to this year. I called a timeout to make substitutions. Before the girls went back out on the floor, this player asked each and every one of the girls, "Is there anyone that has not scored yet this year?" She wanted to make sure that if she got the ball, she was going to pass it to someone that hadn't scored. She's an amazing athlete, so much of an athlete that this is her first year playing basketball and she's receiving this honorable award.
Many girls showed great improvement. There was one girl who really improved on her basketball skills. Everything got better. Her jump shot looked good, her defense improved, and her overall understanding of the game improved. She has the ability to take over a game and dominate. She is also one of the toughest players I ever coached, and at times played through bumps and bruises. She is exciting to watch, and she can control the game. Anytime she is on the court, you have a great chance of winning.
Our most improved player goes to someone who always gives 100% during practice and played hard in every game. But once he plays, he quickly reminds me he's right on target. He was so easy to coach, and he displayed an overwhelming amount of patience throughout the entire season. He was our leading scorer and one of our strongest defenders. When he wasn't in the game, our execution on both ends of the court wasn't as strong.
Gave me a hard time at practice, always came to practice, and he is an excellent student as well, and I'm very proud of where he's going next year. He also provided some awesome moments on the court. We had a game-tying, no time left on the clock at Cambridge, and I thought I was in the NBA as a coach, and I was, so.
Who has improved his ball handling and shooting skills so much throughout one summer. I mean, it shows that he put in long hours. This kid, you could give him a bucket of pennies and he couldn't hit the backboard with one penny in the bucket. This athlete knew his role as the sixth man and performed the task given. This player would come off the bench to give us a much-needed spark, whether it was on the offensive end, defensive end, or if it was just to get me mad to yell at him. In many different ways, this young man has become a true vocal leader on and off the court. I have high expectations for his future.
Improvement every single day. From our first practice to the last game, she really found her groove and became a strong player on both offense and defense and scored a lot of touchdowns for us. Our Coach's Award goes to someone who can literally do it all on the football field. And when I say she loves football, she really loves football. She amazes us every day with her knowledge of the game and her spectacular play on the field. We're very lucky and excited that we get to have one more year next year.
This player went from playing doubles to being forced to play singles to loving singles to winning a match at the end of the year. She's a great attitude on the court. She and her partner developed this winning streak, and she didn't let a bum ankle stop getting her way. During her matches, her and her opponent would be stopped, and they'd be like talking about stuff, and you know, like not tennis related. They'd be becoming friends, and it was hard because I wanted her to win, but also, you know, it was kind of nice to watch. So. He's well on his way to becoming a competitive tennis player, which is really cool to watch. He developed a passion for the game. He took lessons on the side. I hope he continues to play. My MVP is the definition of a ringer, I guess.
Consistent practice, she quickly became an asset offensively and defensively as the season progressed. The next award we would like to present goes to a young lady exemplary of teamwork. She truly understands the meaning of playing with heart. And as coaches, we knew that she had the perseverance to always rise to the occasion and give her best effort 100% of the time.
Fielding ground balls clean, hitting balls square, to, you know, a little quiet. We had to kind of bring him out a little bit, and the second we did, he became the three-hole hitter, and he was, I mean, he was a threat. He was a threat.
He was always happy out there, no matter what. On the field, it didn't matter. He always had a smile on his face.
This player, what I love the most is that when he came out, I can put him anywhere on the diamond. He would give me 110%, and he would, you know, just be that guy. We all knew that we can put him wherever we wanted, and he'd just give it all. And
as well as on the field and in the classroom, which was huge for his teammates. And then from there on out, he kept on rolling. He went on some kind of tear that you don't see in baseball. It's a game of failure, not the right way. And this kid, every day, never had to tell him once. No matter if it was a double in the gap, a ground ball to first base, if we're up 10, down 10, didn't matter. He's always hustling. So the heart of our lineup and being one of our better hitters in the heart of our lineup, and really prove to us what he's going to be in the future. As all these guys, they really have bright futures ahead of them in the game of baseball.
Our Shining Star is awarded to someone who is a leader on the field and in the classroom. He exemplifies the true meaning of a student athlete. I've had parents of students in younger classes tell me, when my child gets to the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I hope they turn out like this person. I remember his first years playing Trinity sports were very tough mentally for him. He put on a lot of pressure for himself. Now today, I can truly say that along with his dominating performances on the football field and on the basketball court, he has grown and matured into a very well-rounded young man. His hard work in the class shows as he has maintained a 3.4 GPA this year. And to this young man, please listen to what I say. This award is not titled Athlete of the Year. It is called the Shining Star Award. But in my opinion, you are a tremendous athlete, and you do shine like a star. It is my pleasure to announce this year's Shining Star to Bradley Haynes.
Female Athlete of the Year is one of the 3 most distinguished awards given at our athletic banquet. I have known this young lady and had the pleasure of coaching her since she was in the lower school at Trinity. I have seen the development of her athletic ability grow over the years. Her consistent and reliable performances throughout this year will be hard to replace. This young lady is one of the fiercest competitors we've had at the school. She is willing to risk her body for the benefit of the team. This year, she has maintained over a 3.5 GPA while participating in Trinity athletics as well as many other extracurricular activities outside of school. This year's Female Athlete of the Year award goes to Isabella Marchese.
The last one's the Male Athlete of the Year. Our Male Athlete of the Year is awarded to a young man who played 3 different sports this year, all at a very high level. His game was electrifying on the football field. He played a strong role in this year's undefeated varsity basketball team, and his hard work on the baseball field were both effortless and advanced. Though not a vocal leader, his leadership shined and spoke volumes with his performance. He also maintained a GPA of well over 3.0 and continues to be a great example to others on how to be a Trinity athlete. We are all very proud and excited to have coached throughout the years, and we know his future is bright in whatever path he decides to take. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Male Athlete of the Year goes to Dylan Maida.